Good morning, all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Last class we discussed about and we completed module 4, OPAM with feedback and general applications. Let me go through with some few model papers. We have two model papers with us. Just we'll discuss what are the questions asked from module 4. So this is a model paper. So let me go through with the module 4 questions. So here they've asked in first question, explain with a neat diagram and relevant expressions an op-amp voltage series feedback amplifier. So voltage series feedback amplifier means, is it non-inverting or inverting with feedback? Which is called voltage series?
Non-inverting, ma'am.
So it is non-inverting. So here you need to write a circuit diagram and you need to derive an expression. Relevant expressions in the sense you need to derive AF, closed loop voltage gain with feedback, RIF, input impedance with resistance with feedback, R0F, output resistance with feedback, and bandwidth with feedback. These four derivation you are supposed to do. So that is about voltage series feedback or non-inverting amplifier with feedback, that is for 8 marks. Next question is explain the following virtual ground concept. So you need to draw a op-amp with both the terminals, the non-inverting terminal should be grounded, and you need to equate the potential across positive and negative terminal. What will happen to the V1 and V2? How it is going to be reflected? So positive terminal ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ voltage ಆ potential will be reflected to the negative terminal. If it is grounded, that value will be grounded. So V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 0. So that is they have asked for 6 marks. So maybe virtual ground will be carries 2 marks. Here op-amp AC amplifier carries more marks. They have asked op-amp AC amplifier. They have not specified here inverting or non-inverting. You need to write both because only circuit is here. Inverting AC amplifier, non-inverting AC amplifier, and expression. So we have found out a low frequency FL is equal to 1 by 2 pi Ci into RIF plus R0. So that formula you are supposed to write. Nothing explanation is given in the AC amplifier. Only you need to write the use of coupling capacitor. What is the use of it? It is going to limit low frequency and also it is going to bypass DC, allow AC. This much you are supposed to write for op-amp AC amplifier with 2 circuits, 1 formula. That is for 6 marks. So next, third question, for an op-amp non-inverting amplifier using 741 IC, RL is 1K, RF and A is given, RI is given, R0 is given, F0. So here they've asked, here voltage series feedback is also non-inverting amplifier. They asked problem on that. I guess this was solved during the class hour. So AF you need to solve A by 1 plus AB, RIF, RI into 1 plus AB. So before that B has to be found out. So B is R1 by R1 plus RF. Then only you can calculate these things. And FF will be F0 into 1 plus AB. F0 is given is 5 Hertz. So A is given 200,000. So like this you are going to solve. This is for 6 marks. So in this problem, in this paper they have asked derivation regarding non-inverting. The problem is also regarding non-inverting. So it is easy. You know the derivation means you can able to know the formulas. You can able to solve this problem. R, explain instrumentation amplifier using transducer bridge with relevant equations. So instrumentation amplifier you come across with, you have to write the circuit diagram of an instrumentation amplifier. So as you know that there are 3 stages, intermediate, and you will be having a voltage follower, then differential amplifier. Remember the circuit carefully. You have to write the circuit with the indicator at last. With relevant equations means you need to find out what is the V0. So next, explain the basic comparator circuit using an op-amp. How can this be used in the application of zero crossing detector? So here they have asked for the comparator circuit. So again they have not specified your inverting comparator or non-inverting comparator. So here which is called zero crossing detector? Non-inverting or inverting? Yes. So here it is. You have to explain. They have asked for 6 marks. You explain either inverting comparator or non-inverting comparator and zero crossing detector. So zero crossing detector means you are going to use inverting comparator. So here non-inverting will be connected to 0 volts. V reference is 0. So that is zero crossing detector. That is for 6 marks. So comparator circuit they have not specified. You explain either one, either inverting or non-inverting. For zero crossing detector again you need to write 2 circuits. So totally 2 circuits has to be written. Then you need to explain with the waveform. So next is they have asked Schmitt trigger problem. For a Schmitt trigger circuit R1 150, R2 68K, V in 500 milliamp volts and saturation voltages are 14 volts. So determine the threshold voltage VOT and VLT. Draw the waveforms. So based on the values you need to write the waveforms and you should remember the formulas. What is the formula for VLT, VOT? That is we have discussed last class. So what is the formula for upper threshold? It is R1 by R1 plus R2 into plus V saturation. VLT again R1 by R1 plus R2 into minus V saturation. Yes. So based on those values you need to draw the waveforms. So that is square waveforms. You are going to give sine wave. It is of 500 millivolt peak to peak. You need to write the output waveforms by keeping in mind upper threshold and lower threshold. They have asked for only output waveforms. So next, in another paper, in the other paper they have asked how does negative feedback affect the performance of an inverting amplifier? So inverting means voltage shunt feedback. You have to remember both the names. Voltage shunt means inverting amplifier with feedback. Here they have asked how does negative feedback affect the performance? Performance in the sense, again you need to tell how the gain, how the input resistance, output resistance affect and bandwidth with feedback. So here also same thing you need to derive. Again it is also for 8 marks. Circuit carries 2 marks. Then each expression steps carries the marks. So next the problem asked again same. Here also inverting amplifier. Here also the relevant only asked. But sometimes either one they will ask. This is a model paper. So here they've asked for the op-amp 741. This is, don't confuse again, it is 7414 mistaken. 741 IC connected to an inverting amplifier with resistance given R1 RF. Closed loop parameters AF, input impedance with feedback, output resistance or impedance, bandwidth with feedback. They given A, Ri. A if not given you should take 2 into 10 power 5. Again don't confuse or out of syllabus, don't think that. So you need to assume. And Ri 33 mega, R0 60 ohm. Unity gain bandwidth is UGB is 0.6 megahertz. So here F0 is not given. How to find out F0 using UGB? Anyone? You have a formula, right?
UGB into K divided by AF.
UGB into K by AF. So
Divided by
then,
K.
yes. So then only you will get a bandwidth with feedback for inverting amplifier. That's why they given UGB. So non-inverting F not direct ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, whereas in inverting they will give UGB. From UGB you need to find out FF. That is UGB into K by AF. K is attenuation factor, RF by R1 plus RF. All the data will be given, but you should know the relation. So next with a neat circuit diagram explain the op-amp based inverting scaling amplifier and averaging circuit, relevant expression for the output. So inverting, scaling amplifier and averaging circuit, you need to write with the relevant expressions, that is for 6 marks. So here the circuit is same but analysis different, so marks will be divided to 2 marks and circuit carries 2 marks. 2 marks for the inverting amplifier, scaling 2 marks, averaging equations 2 marks. So equally divided each of 2 marks. Next, again this paper also they've asked instrumentation amplifier. They've asked what are its applications with a neat circuit diagram using a transducer bridge. First you need to explain what is instrumentation amplifier and its applications. We have discussed a lot of applications, and then the circuit diagram. You need to explain the circuit. So it asks for 10 marks. Remember, you need to write an expression for V0. So explanation, just diagram explanation, will do circuit diagram explanation. Together that you need to derive V0. So just check the marks, and but what are the necessary things? If time permits, you write the things clearly, then you'll get full marks. The next question is draw the circuit and waveforms of an inverting Schmitt trigger using op-amp with relevant expressions. So you need to write inverting Schmitt trigger and you need to write an expressions with the waveforms. Waveform is must for a comparator and inverting Schmitt trigger. Default you are supposed to write. That is for just for 4 marks. So here the next is the problem relevant to the Schmitt trigger circuit. So same thing here. Determine the threshold voltages VOT and VLT. R1, R2 value is given and saturation value they are given plus or minus 14. So V0 plus means 14 volts, minus 14 volts for minus V0 saturation. VOT will be R1 by R1 plus R2 into 14 and VLT R1 by R1 plus R2 into minus 14. And hysteresis voltage, you know that VHY is equal to VOT minus VLT. So that is for 6 marks. So again 2 marks for this, 2 marks for this, and final 2 marks for VHY. Okay, is this clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
So almost all the topics here mainly concentrated on with feedback 1 they are going to ask, and then they'll ask you for instrumentation amplifier. That is a default question you have come across with both the model papers, either comparator or Schmitt trigger. So sometimes either both mark split up will be there A, B, C. So you may expect both comparator and Schmitt trigger. So AC and DC they have asked only one time AC amplifier. Is this clear with module 4 all of you? Shall we proceed with the module 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have discussed last module op-amp with feedback and a few applications. Now continuation with the op-amp circuits. So what we have to do is we have here D to A converters, A to D converters. Again the continuation of applications. So here the module about again will be dealing with the op-amp circuits, the continuation of applications. So this module 5 deals with DAC, digital to analog converter. We're going to study with the two techniques, binary weighted resistor and R2 or ladder. These two techniques are frequently used in digital to analog conversion, and you have a vice versa, analog to digital conversion. In that only one technique is prescribed from your syllabus. It is successive approximation type, and we are going to study with a rectifier. It is precision rectifier, I can say. It is not normal rectifier. It is op-amp based rectifiers. These are all our op-amp based circuits. So small signal off wave rectifier. And here next we have a filters. In filter we have first order low pass, high pass, Butterworth filters, and also second order low pass and high pass Butterworth filters. And you have few more band pass and band reject filters. And last you have an IC, 555 timer and its application. In that we are going to study with monostable and astable multivibrators. So in this, these things are based on op-amp circuits. So before going to start with a converter, it may be digital to analog or analog to digital. So why you required a conversion? Anyone? Why you want to convert either from digital to analog, analog to digital? So where it is effective, when you are going to require the converters? When you go with a converter? Yes. When do you require converters? So before going to this, as you know that in the beginning classes we have discussed about analog and digital signals. What are the example for analog signals? Yes. What are the examples? How will be the analog signal? Is it continuous or discrete?
Continuous, ma'am.
Continuous.
Analog signal is continuous. What about digital signal?
Discrete.
It will be discrete, ma'am.
Discrete. Can you give an example? Analog means what?
Op-amp.
My what? No, op-amp is used. By using op-amp, we can have these conversions with the help of op-amp circuit. That's it. So applications are, if I tell you, huh? Yes, repeat again. So analog is whatever the things in the environment in day-to-day life, what you are observing, all are analog. Digital is used only for processing. That's it. So what your day-to-day life, what I am speaking, my speech is analog, and also what you're going to measure temperature. Temperature is analog. Sound, I can say. So these things are the example for analog. So that will give you the accurate value. Whereas digital signals, they are not accurate. We are discussed in the sensor. So here we have uh, converters are mainly meant for, so as you know that everything what you are going to deal with in the environment is analog. For the processing in the sense in order to remove noise and in order to strengthen the signal, we'll be dealing with the digital. So digital processing is easy, simpler. So that's why for processing we are going to have a digital. That's why we'll have, then again we want a analog itself. That's why we need to convert a processing ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So this is the process. So you can observe here. Digital means, as you know that it is deals with ones and zeros. So here you are giving digital input. You are generating a analog waveform, that is continuous signal. So digital to analog is a device. It converts digital numbers into analog voltage or current. Analog and takshana will be talking about in terms of voltage or current. Remember, digital means you are giving digital inputs. So 100 or 001, like that you are going to feed a digital input, getting an analog signal in terms of how much output voltage, how much output current, like everything in terms of current and voltage. Is this clear with the digital to analog converter?
Yes, ma'am.
Just an example here, example application, why you required or what is the need of conversion, where exactly you required a conversion is. So here a person is speaking through a microphone, so he is going to speak the voice. I can say the voice is analog in nature. These voice signals are given to the analog to digital converter, because when I am speaking in air, in open space, so when I'm speaking with a microphone, you could not able to get a clarity. The signal won't be clear. If it is a big room or an auditorium, you can't able to hear the voice properly. That time what I have to do is, so these things should be processed by using a digital system. This is going to increase the signal strength and remove the noise. So here you are going to use a processor, that is digital signal processing. That is maybe your microcomputer. So computer connect ಮಾಡಿ, we are going to remove this noise added with the voice. So now it is going to be processed data. Processed data will be your digital. That processed data digital, I can't understand why my voice in digital form. Can you able to understand the voice in digital form? Yes?
No.
No. So again we want the output in terms of voice itself. So you'll be getting that processed signal will be in the speaker. So speaker will get you the voice, the processed voice, that is noise has removed in this voice. That is again voice is a analog. Here also voice is analog. So in both side, so input what you are given is analog, it is varying. So here also you will get a signal in analog. So processing is only the intermediate stage, that is digital processor. So you require a converter in these two places. So that is need for conversion. So not only the signal, voice signal, you can have an image also. Sometimes you have tried that to modify the image. How can you modify the image? Is it possible to do with the camera? Immediately the image manipulation in the camera?
No, ma'am.
Yes. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಯು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಎ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಎ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸರ್ ಯು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಮೇಜ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್, ಯು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟರ್, ಅಗೇನ್ digital to analog converter. After processing you require output is image. So output is also image, input is also image, but the conversion is happen in the digital. So compression, whatever the edition of your image can be done, processing is done by digital thing. Then again I want the output, I want to see my picture itself, I don't want to have a digital values. So again we require a converter to analog, that is image will be getting at last. So this way you require both the converters, analog to digital and digital to analog converters. So is this clear with this, the need for conversion?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, these are the applications of digital to analog converters. CD. So what you are going to write a data is digital, but the outcome is analog. That is, it may be a sound, music. You can have in CD player movies and MP3 players and telephone. So telephone, what you are speaking is voice, that is analog, but the processing receiver going to receive the processed signal. So noise won't be interrupted. Only a few times the interference will be there, but not all the times. And the applications, as you know, the digital to analog means analog is will be having a sinusoidal or it may be square triangle, the waveforms I can say. So it is used in signal generators. So signal generator function is going to generate a different waveforms, signals. It may be sine, it may be square, it may be triangle. So as you have observed in the lab, digital oscilloscope. So digital CRO I can say. So DSO, digital oscilloscopes will be, it is going to generate analog signal. So that is, you are giving digital input, but output will be analog output. That is digital oscilloscope. So you can say important applications will be function generators, maybe digital identity players. So these are the applications of DAC, DAC, digital to analog conversion. Okay. So next, what about ADC converters? So ADC means analog to digital converters. So your input will be analog, that is sinusoidal input or a continuous signal. So output will be digitized. So that is done by using an IC. So that is, we are going to study successive approximation type. So that is about ADC conversion. So analog to digital. Coming to the first converter, we have discussed digital to analog converter. So here how we're going to have a conversion from digital to analog, and then what are the techniques used in this is, so mainly this D to A conversion is a process of taking a value represented in digital form. It may be a binary or BCD. The two forms of a binary, we're going to have a straight binary or BCD things will be dealt with a digital one, and converting it to into a analog. Analog means, just now I told you, analog will be measured in terms of voltage or current, which is proportional. It has to be proportional to the digital data. So for example, if I give a 5 volts, so this is a representation of number 5 in 3-bit binary. So as you know that, right, 5 means according to 4 to 1 code, 101 means what? 5, right?
Fine.
Yes, this can be written as 5 volts. So like this, output is linearly proportional to the input. So like this, you have a block diagram here. You have a generalized block diagram of D to A converter. You're going to give the digital inputs. When I'm talking about digital inputs, MSB and LSB, most significant bit, least significant bit we're talking about. And either it is a binary or BCD. That is also matters. So input is a binary or BCD. Binary means you will get 0 to 15, that is 16 combinations, whereas BCD means it is only 0 to 9 binary coded decimal, and output is only one output, it is analog output. So analog output will be either voltage or in terms of current value. This is clear now. So this is the 4-bit D to A converter. So input has to be 4 bits, like this 1010. So it is you're going to feed this. This is an MSB, this is an LSB. So equivalent analog output is going to be generated for this binary value. That will be represented in voltage or current. So here, before going to the types of DACs, we are going to use simple switches, resistors and op-amp. These are the 3 important components used for digital to analog converters. So simple switches you require to connect, and resistors and operational amplifier is the main out of a circuit. There are many types of DACs are available. Among them, the 2 frequently used techniques are binary weighted resistors, R2 or ladder, D to A converter. So we'll take up one by one. So first one is binary weighted resistors. So as you know that weighted, binary weighted. So this is a digital to analog converter. Resistors. So resistor value we can observe here. First resistor is R, R by 2, R by 4, R by 8. It's not an common resistance value. You have here different resistor values are different weight. The 8421 code, that is your binary weight. Weight is 8421. If nothing is there, you can assume 1. So 8421 fashion. And is it inverting or non-inverting here? Can you tell me, is it inverting circuit or non? Yes, it is inverting circuit. Can I equivalent this to inverting summer? Because many resistors are connected here and many input values. Can I interrelate this to binary, this one, inverting summer here? Summing
Yes,
also
ma'am.
we have done same thing. Yes, it is seems to be inverting summer, not a summer, just to interrelate. So here you can observe many resistors, and as I told you, op-amp and switches. The switch you can observe carefully. The one end of the switch is connected to ground and other end will be connected to 5 volts. 2 connections are available here. One complete 5 volts ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, one ground connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. This switch is going to be toggle either 0 or 5 volts. So three important things you should remember in the circuit: switches, resistors and op-amp. So here op-amp is connected in a inverting fashion. So you can observe these resistors are connected to inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal is grounded here. Due to virtual concept, the difference VID will be 0. So here also you'll get a 0 potential. V2 is also 0. That's why it is VID difference is 0. And resistance observed here, R if I take 10K, R by 2 will be 5K. R by 4 will be 10 by 4. It is 2.5K. 10 by 8 will get 1.25K. And here is a digital input. So B0 bits, these are the input bits, B1, B2, B3. There are 4 inputs. It is a 4-bit binary weighted resistor. 4 bits, the 4 bits are represented with B0, B1, B2, B3 are connected with a different weighted resistors. The resistance are not equal here. So you have to choose the precision resistors for this. R by 2, R by 4, R by 8 are connected to a inverting terminal through a feedback resistor 1 kilo ohm. And you're going to measure output across the output of an op-amp. So as you know that 4-bit converter means how many combinations you will have? 2 power 4, 16 combinations. That is 0000 to 111. So 00, that is 4-bit. So till you need to have 11. So 00 equivalent to 0. So 111 equivalent to all 4 ones were equivalent to what value? What is the value equivalent decimal value?
15.
Decimal equivalent
15.
value 15. So total is 0 to 15 means you will get 16 combinations of voltage and current. Because we are converting analog digital to analog. So either voltage or you can find out a current. So next, the first, let me go through with the working. So first you can observe in the previous, okay. So here it is connected to this connection. Just observe, this is the B0 one. This switch is connected to 5 volts. Observe carefully. This is connected to 5 volts and the remaining are connected to ground. Can you able to differentiate this? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
B0 ಎರಡು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು 0 ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಟಾಗಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ B0 is connected to 5 volts. B1, B2 are connected to ground terminal. ಇದು ground terminal. So here, so this is also ground terminal, but B0 is connected to ground. V5 volts, B0 to plus 5 volts. So now the circuit is, I can say it is working as a current to voltage converter. So what will happen now? The B0 is closed. You can say B0 is connected to 5 volts means the B0 is closed. It will be connected directly to plus 5 volts. So now we need to find out what is the voltage across R. What is the voltage across R now? Yes, the voltage across R is ಎಷ್ಟು voltage ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. How much?
5 volts.
5 volts, ma'am.
5 volts. So here it is 5 volts. Find out current through R now. Current through R is voltage by resistance. What is the resistance through R? Is 10K. So here it is 5 volt is the voltage through resistance R is 5 volts by 10 ohm. That is the resistor. So 5 by 2, 5 by 10 off, it is 0.5 milliohms. Because it is kilo, it will become milli. 0.5 milliohms is the current through R. The same current flows through the feedback resistor. Here none of the current flows from this side. So the same current flows to the feedback circuit. Because these three terminals are ground, the current flows is through feedback resistor. The current resistor RF is equal to 0.5 milliamps What is the output voltage now? V naught. What is the expression for V naught? What is the value here? So V naught is equal to V2 minus current direction. Yes. So it is V2 minus V naught by RF. Okay. So V2 due to virtual concept, this will be 0. And I need to find out this. And this is what I've written is current. So feedback current, as you know that the same current flows. What is the value of IF now? So whatever the current flows here, the same current is flowing here also. So you got 0.5 milliamps. So 0.5 milli is equal to minus V naught by RF. How much RF? RF is of how much? What is the value of feedback resistor?
1K, ma'am.
1K. So now what is the output voltage? V naught is equal to, just cross multiply these two. So that is only I have written here. Minus 1 kilo ohm into 0.5 milliamps. How much you will get? Minus 0.5 volts. So that is the voltage written in this circuit. Is this clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
So here you need to observe whether the terminal at which is connected to plus 5 volts or ground. Based on that voltage, first we'll find out the current through the resistor. So you got 0.5 millivolts, that is resistance. Current through the resistance is voltage by resistance. Voltage is 5 volt because we connected to 5 volts, and resistance across R is 10K. So we got 0.5 milliohms. Now let me find out the current through feedback resistor. So IF E directional is there. So we have to take V2 minus V0 by RF. So voltage by resistance is the current. So IF will be 0.5 milliamps. So minus V0 by 1K. So you will get a output voltage as 0.5 volts. For B0 is closed. Okay. So next, what will happen when B1 is closed alone? B0 is open. So this, just imagine it is connected to this. So B0 is open now. B0 is connected to ground. Yes, anyone? So R by 2 is connected to plus 5 volts. So B1 is closed, B0 is opened. So what is the voltage across R by 2? Is 5 volts. So voltage across R by 2 is 5 volts. Now current through R by 2 will be voltage by resistance. What is the resistance? R by 2? 5K. So you will get 1 milliamps. Current through feedback resistor will be 1 milliamps because whatever the current flows here, same current flows here. So here you will get 1 milliamps current because you got 1 milliamps through R by 2 resistor. Same current will flows because this will be grounded. So now output voltage will be current into resistance. 1 milliamps into resistance across feedback resistor is 1K. So always output voltage for the inverting is minus 1 kilo ohm into 1 milli, that will be minus 1 volt. So now what is the current through R? Current through R is 0.5. Current through R by 2 is double, that is 1 volt. So here you can observe output voltage. The previous case is 0.5. Now it is 1 volt. So always the output voltage going to be doubles. Yes. Can you tell me when both are connected to 5 volts? Anyone? Is this clear now? When B1 is closed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just imagine now. Tell me when this both are connected to 5 volts. Just imagine this is also connected. So I want you to get B0 and B1 are closed. Yes. Yes, anyone? Can you tell me? ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್? ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ?
Parallel.
ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಬಿ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಕರೆಂಟ್? So current individually when I speak about B naught it is 0.5. When I speak about R by 2 1 milli. So ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಆಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the total current flows? 1 plus 0.5. 1.5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes, what is the voltage? Output voltage. Output voltage ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? I into RF. 1.5 milliamps into RF is 1K. Minus 1.5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to add the currents between B0 and B1 because individually you have done. ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ B0 ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜು, B1 ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ 5 volts ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. If you add that it is 0.5 and this is 1.5 total current flows. So once you know the current you can find out the output voltage, that is resistance IR, it is minus IR. So current is just now you got it is 1.5 milli and resistance RF feedback resistor is 1K. So you'll get minus 1.5 volts. So this conversion happen based on the position on and off switch. On means you are connected to 5 volt, off means you are connected to ground. So that is from B0 to B3. It is a 4 bit, so you require 4 switches: B0, B3, B0, B1, B2, B3. So here binary weighted. So the whatever here it is corresponding to the based on the input resistor, because the resistors have different values: R by 2, R by 4, R by 8. So finally what is our intention? We need to sum all these currents. So same thing we have done here, right? So what is the current through B0? We have summed both the currents. B0 plus B1 the current add ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Same ಹಂಗೆ if you want to do for all 4 combinations at a time ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you will be just summing the currents. So here V0 is equal to minus RF times B0 by R, B1 by R by 2, B2 by R by 4, B3 by R by 8. So you can observe carefully. B0 is connected to R, B1 is connected to R by 2, B2 is connected to R by 4, B3 is connected to R by 8. A bit into a resistance na multiply ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. That is your output voltage. Final output, generalized output voltage will be like this. So V0 is equal to minus RF into B0 by R, B1 by R by 2, B2 by R by 4, B3 by R by 8. So as you all know that each of the inputs B3, B2, B1 and B0 may be either is connected to plus 5 volts, or I can say in other words high value, or it is connected to 0 volts, or I can say low value based on your combination. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ 16 combinations you'll get because 4 inputs. So So what will happen if I increase the number of bits? How many bits you require? For example, 10 bit. 10 bit binary weighted register required how many inputs? How many combinations? 4 bit binary weighted register requires 16 combination. Similarly, 10 bit binary weighted register requires 2 power 10. 2 power 10 how much?
1024.
1024.
1024 combinations. Is it possible to do 1024 conversions?
No.
And what is the
No, no.
complication you have observed here? So here the disadvantage is the resistance value you need to choose in this order. The precise, the resistor I can't put 10k 10k in all the cases. Here 10k it is half of it, here 1/4 of resistance, 1/8 of resistance. Similarly, if you go, the number of bits increases. So again the bits will be increased. So how we are going to do? R by 2, R by 4, R by 8, R by 16, R by 32, then R by 64. Like this you keep on dividing the resistors. So here that is a one problem, or I can say disadvantage is that. So here if you increase the number of combination inputs, the combination obviously increases. So binary weighted resistors may not be readily available. So if I take R by 81 or R by 64, let me take R by 64. R if it is 10k, 10k by 64 is how much? How much 10k by 64? So just now you have
156.25.
156.
Ma'am.
Okay. So it's R by 2, R by 4. This is for 4 bit. If it is 5 bits, what I am supposed to take here? 5 bits as ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? R by 16. So it is R, R by 2, R by 4, R by 8, R by 16. Next ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಿಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ? 5
R
bits,
by 32.
R by 32. Again one more extra bit,
64.
R by 64. Next
128.
yes, 128. Next 256. So ಈಗ ನೀವು R ideal value, if I take 10k, if keep on dividing this value by these numbers, is it available? The resistance going to be available here? So that is a drawback of this binary weighted resistors. So those resistance values are not readily available. Then you can't say the accuracy. You won't get accurate output voltages. You can't make, or you again the number of resistors used here is more. So instead of that you can go with only two resistance values, that is R and 2R method, or I can say R2R ladder. So here you have to use only two sets of precision resistance values. If I take R 10k, 2R will be 20k. The combination of 10 20k resistance use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ತರ these things should not happen in R2R ladder. So that is a disadvantage. And coming to the waveform, this is the staircase waveform. You can observe it seems to be like a staircase. You can observe here from here to here. So here the x-axis indicates the input. We have done for 4-bit binary weighted resistor. 4-bit means 16 combinations, 0 to 15. So that is 0, 1, 2, 3 levels, that is 15. And output y-axis tells you about output voltage minus V0. When V0 switch is closed, what is the value you got? Is 5 volts. So when V1 is closed, what is the value you got is minus 1 volt. So if you want to make it 2, then you got minus 1.5 volts. So like this, you're going to do 0, 0, 1 means 1. 1, how much you value got it? So it is on the order B3, B2, B1, B0. So B0 5 volts kottaga, you got it as a 5 volts. minus 5 volts because it is a inverting fashion. So minus 5 volts. 2 ಗೆ 2 means 0 0 1 0. 0 0 1 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ನ 5 volts ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Which is a switch is connected to 5 volts?
B1, ma'am.
B1. Yes, B1. B1 switch. This is a B1 switch is connected. So what is the value you got it? Minus 1 volt. Okay. So similarly 3 similar, then 15, the 15 states, you're going to get 15 states here for 15 inputs, that is 15 combinations. So you'll get at last for all ones, so for all ones, that is the equivalent of 15, you will get a minus 7.5 volts. So that is output voltage in negative. So this is a waveform, input versus digital input versus analog output. So the staircase will be having like 15 steps, each of 0.5 volt each. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0.5 next to ತಿರ್ಗಾ 0.5 difference 1 ಆಯಿತು, next 1.5, next 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, like that we'll get maximum minus 7.5 volts. Is this clear with binary weighted resistor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tour we'll discuss tomorrow. I hope this is clear with this today's session. So we discussed about module 5 op-amp circuits. So this is what is about digital and analog signal and why you require the need for conversions. It may be ADC or DAC, and we discussed about applications. It may be used in function generators or it may be used in digital audio like CD players, MP3 players, telephone and digital oscilloscopes. And we required a ADC converter also. This converts analog to digital, and generalized digital to analog converter I discussed. Input will be a digital one. It may be straight binary or it may be binary coded decimal. We are going to convert this digital into analog. Analog may be in terms of voltage or current. So here various different types of DACs are available. Among that, most frequently used are binary weighted resistor and R2R ladder. So here the component required is simple switches, resistors and op-amp. So we have come across with binary weighted resistor, 4-bit binary weighted resistors. So it is connected in an inverting fashion. So here 4 bits are connected to either to a low level ground level or it is connected to plus 5 volt. The switch is going to be connected either to 0 or 5 volts through a resistors R, R by 2, R by 4, R by 8 with a feedback resistor 1 kilo ohm. And we have measured what will happen when B0 is connected to plus 5 volts. We have found out a current, then we found out output voltage, we got 0.5 volts. Similarly, we have come across with B1 closed, B0 is open, we got 1 volt. When both are closed, we'll get 1.5 volts. And we have come across with a waveform. So the graph with analog output versus possible combination of inputs here shown below, you can observe here. It has totally 15 steps or states, each of 0.5 volt a difference between the each level staircase. So the drawback is here it is if you increase the number of combinations, the number of inputs. So just now we are done for 4. If you increase more than 4 the number of inputs, if it is 5, so you require the different weighing of resistors like R, R by 2, R by 4, R by 8 for 4 bit. If you increase the number of bits for 5 bit, R by 16, so we are not getting this resistance value not readily available. So as you know that 1K, 10K, 1.5K, 3.8K are the normally available resistors. If you want R by 16, if you take R 10K, 10K by 16 you will get some other value that is not an available resistor. Similarly, if you increase again number of bit, it will go to R by 32, R by 64, R by 128, R by 256. This keep on moving if you increase the number of inputs. Obviously, number of combination also increases. So that is a drawback. This is a fast converter, but disadvantages, number of resistors required is more and also not a precise value. So in order to avoid this problem, we are going with R2R ladder, or I can say R2R DAC. Here instead of using these many resistance values, we are using only two resistor values, that is R and 2R. If you take R 10K, 2R will be 2 into 10, 20K. So 10K and 20K combinations and two resistor only you required. So we'll discuss in the next class the R2R ladder converter, that is digital to analog converter. I hope it is clear with the today's session.
Yes, ma'am.